The end zone for a touchback. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. The NFL's leading rusher in 2019 and 2020, Derrick Henry. Now a 2nd and 10. Now Lamar changing the look.
2nd and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Jackson now. Now he's going to step up and run. That's caught. It's Flowers. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A big change in field position there. That's 40 yards on the catch and run.
And this is one of the toughest parts about being a defensive back. When a play breaks down like this, you're taught to plaster to a receiver. Find the nearest one and adhere yourself to it. But you can only stay with the receiver so long if the play continues to develop. He knows where he's going. You do not.
And he did not want to go down there as he carries tacklers for a solid gain of 9. 2nd down in the yard.
Brings up 2nd and a yard.
Again, it's Henry. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
1st down. It's a gain of 3. 1st down, Ravens.
And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. That's Kobe Bryant, who was there to stop him for a loss. So a great play there, obviously because of the loss, but you had your free safety coming up to make the tackle.
A great observation, because one of the cliches is that every defensive coach tells us in run defense we need all 11 to the ball in order to handle it. Well, how often does the free safety begin dropping into the box? Not very often. So he did a nice job diagnosing and getting involved.
And now Jackson will look to throw it. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And in for the Ravens touchdown. Zay Flowers, a 16-yard touchdown. And the Ravens get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. John Harbaugh thought about it, and now his guys are going to go for the two-point conversion. That's caught at the 1. And he will get in to make it 8-0.
Seahawks, nothing.
Now after the touchdown, Loop back out to kick this one away. And this one over the back line of the end zone. Well, they definitely don't want to give him a shot at returning it. That's obvious. So the ball will come out to the 30. Good starting field position here for the Seahawks as they come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. First carry here for Kenneth Walker III. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. Ball at the 40 here for 2nd and 5.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
Firing out the defender. And he is going to have a Seahawks 1st down. They needed 5 there on 3rd down. He winds up getting 7.
Seahawks, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Yellow 80.
Darnold. And that's incomplete.
Well, anytime It's man coverage. I don't think it's going to be the only time he'll try and hit that route to the outside in this game. He'll test the perimeter, but that time they were up to the challenge.
Here's 2nd and 10. Now it's Darnold. Finding Walker complete. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens 36.
That's good for the Seahawks. First down. First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Here's Darnold. Repeat of the last play, finding Walker. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup.
It's now 2nd and 6 at the 32-yard line.
1 quarter down, 8-0 the score. Second quarter now from Seattle, and it is the Seahawks with the football here, as they are looking at a 2nd down and 6 coming up. To throw is Darnold. Throw out wide to Walker. And it's a fumble. And it's picked up by the Ravens. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. Obviously, you got to hold on to the football, but I've got to give credit to the defense there. Good job of knocking it free.
Yeah, because a lot of the time we just blame the offensive players for not taking care of it. How about the effort of the defensive players knowing that guys are going to, and if they're good, anticipate the contact coming and try and cover up the football. And they still find ways to knock it free.
2nd and 10.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 29-yard line.
They'll run it again with Henry. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. It's a pickup of 11 and a Baltimore first down.
A big hole there. How about him handling the point of attack? Just positioning himself so that run could go right off of his backside and deep into the secondary.
Jackson going to keep it. Oh, he finds his running back open downfield. And he gets it down to the 32. A really good pickup of 28 yards. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line. Henry up the middle. Fighting down inside the 25. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line.
That's another Baltimore first down.
Right back to him on first down.
Wanna quit?
Now 2nd and 5. A shotgun handoff to Henry. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11.
And the Baltimore first down.
Inside handoff, Henry. And he'll fight his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
He's had success on this drive, but not on this play.
Finally, they bowed up defensively. I think they were determined not to let him take it pretty much all the way down the field.
Yeah, it looks like they handled their run responsibilities correctly this time. What we call run fits, everyone was in the right place.
And he maneuvers his way down to the 3-yard line. Play number 9 set to come here on the drive on 3rd and 2.
Makes it 3rd and
Now
2.
it's Jackson. Quick hitch, complete. It's Walker. And he's going to be taken down right at the line. They're going to go for it now, 4th and 2. Remember, they can still get the first down at the 1-yard line, though. And he's not going to get the first. I don't even think he made it back to the line of scrimmage. They'll get neither the touchdown nor the first down. And this 10-play drive winds up yielding nothing. Back to throw, Darnold. He completes this to Walker. So the completion good for just 3. And it'll be second down.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 8-yard line.
Here's Darnold. And that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here.
Basically, you're not going to outwork 2 guys very often.
Double coverage. I thought he was going to go somewhere else with the football. I get it. That's a stud wide receiver. You want to try to get him the football.
Yeah, sometimes you rely on him a bit too much. You forget the other options that are out there.
Going deep for Walker. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Kyle Hamilton picks it. Before we came up to the booth, the last thing he said as we were walking off the field, I want to play mistake-free football. That just went out the window there with a pick.
Andy, you remember what you said to me when we were walking up to the booth after he said that? You're like, oh, fatal last words. Every time we hear that, things tend to fall apart a little bit, and that's what we saw there. Didn't get enough on that throw, and it turned into an interception.
And incomplete on the deep ball.
Well, they have that one snipped out defensively. That's a tough one to connect on when you got multiple defenders in the area, and it winds up incomplete.
Final play of the half here. It's Jackson. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. Oh, and that is incomplete. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. The Seahawks trailing, but they will have possession first here as we resume action in the 3rd quarter. And that's going to skip into the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And they're still very much in this game, although they do trail. And what's the game plan, Charles, for the second half?
It might be a little counterintuitive because most people will think losing equals passing the ball more, but I'd establish the running game. They kind of went away from it in the first half. I think if they get back in balance, it'll help them when they put the ball back in the air. His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
They had the incomplete pass on second down. Now they need a big play here, 3rd and 10. And that's not nearly going to be enough. Stopped at the 22, and he needed plenty more. Darnold's going to stay out there. They're going to go for it on 4th down. They'll try and throw for it here. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Ravens get the football back and in great shape.
Here we go. Here we go.
And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 on the Seahawks 23-yard line.
Now a handoff to Henry. 4 yards on the pickup there as they get it back to a more manageable 3rd and 7. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage.
3rd and 7.
Throwing is Jackson. He'll try and do this himself. And he is caught. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Zay Flowers with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Ravens have taken a 2-touchdown lead now.
Will line up for the 2-point conversion.
Jackson here is going to look to throw. And the conversion good. He's got it. So the lead swells to 16-0. And around the goal line, especially on two-point tries, sometimes the QB's best friend is that big target, the tight end.
I love how you described it because you know he's going to have some length and some catch radius as well as a big body to keep people away from the football.
Now after the touchdown, Luke back out to kick this one away. Torrey Horton now to return it. Escapes the defender.
The Seahawks take over first and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
Charles, we know that this offense is aggressive. We saw that last drive. They went for it on fourth down, didn't get it. Then they give up the touchdown, so now you feel like they really need to respond here.
They certainly do, but let's face it.
A dangerous pass there, and it's intercepted. Kyle Hamilton picks it, and he is going to bring this back inside the 20 to the 18-yard line.